That man is funny.
When I went on a girls' trip to Europe, my boyfriend of 3.5 years packed up our entire apartment behind my back to move to California without me. The lesson I learned: never compromise what you want in your life for your partner. In that relationship, I lost part of who I was. My independence and free thinking left my body. Thinking back though, it was such a control tactic. He had to have the final say about the dog. Tinted moisturizer is so beautiful. On a larger scale, I compromised what I desired in my long-term future. He would talk often about not wanting to get married or having kids. Or after 3 years together, his biggest life goal was to end up on a deserted island alone. I remember telling my family I didn't want to get married or have kids. That was never the case. I was doing it to appease him.
Why are you doing all that though? If it's not everything that you want and your man is totally opposite, why are you entertaining it? And why you had to wait until he packed up and bounced? Cause he didn't want to compromise either. Talking about I didn't want to compromise and shit, but you didn't do nothing about it. You were just rocking with it until the man was like, "Yo, you're not going to this fucking trip." But you went anyways, and now you have consequences. Man know the worth, and he's like, you know what? She don't really be into the thing that I be into, so this is a perfect opportunity for me to pack my shit and go be happy somewhere else.
Animals. I want dogs running around, sleeping in my bed, giving me unconditional love every day. I want it all: a career, family, marriage. Someone who takes part in my passions and wants to build an empire and family together as my biggest supporter and partner. I want to be an independent thinker, living the life I desire without stipulations. I let my independent, badass self fade into the shadows of the life that he wanted. It was evident he was at the forefront of his mind. He made
Yeah, but don't you want your man to be the leader though? Sorry, y'all. People just commenting on my shit. I appreciate every single one of y'all, man. Respect to you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you subscribe already, big respect.
the decision to pack up our apartment and move to a different state without even discussing it with me. He was also at the forefront of my mind, sacrificing what I wanted and who I was for that relationship. Instead of first place, I sat back seat with a participation trophy.
UPS package is here. Y'all know what this is? Baby formula. Back to the video.
In my own headspace. Never let yourself fade into the rear view. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. And remember, you're never asking for too much.
If a guy tells you, don't wear that shirt because when you go out, guys are going to see you. Why is he scared? Because he's looking at other girls wearing the same shit.
Exactly.
You look at the man next to her. What a fucking simp.
So whatever your man is
Bro, no matter what, bro, she ain't gonna let you hit, bro.
insecure about or doesn't want you doing or blames you for doing even though you're not doing it, you're not the problem. He's scared.
Nah, man, listen. The reason the man is telling his wife or the girlfriend, I don't think you should be out in public with this on because it's showing a little bit too much. He know how men thinks. On top of that, I feel like you mine, right? From head to toe. You mine. And I'm yours. So all this is for me to look at. I feel like if you're gonna put your business out there like this, in my head, I'm like, yo, who you trying to impress? You know what I mean? We can do everything at the crib. I don't need to see this shit out in the mall when I'm with you shopping. Who you trying to, like, you know, come across and impress out in the mall or when we're out at the gas station, whatever? Not for me. Why we need to go through all this when you can just prevent everything at home before we leave? That's it.
That you're going to do what he's doing to you.
Yeah.
I don't get upset about being rejected.
The man, yep. Yep. Pussy.
Outright for physical looks, or even within the first conversation, if you decide you don't like what I'm offering. What I get upset about is when we realize that we are physically attracted, we have chemistry, and we are compatible in a lot of ways, similar interests, etc. And I start to really like you and it feels reciprocal, and then all of a sudden you decide no. That's when I get upset. Because I realize I'm not everyone's cup of tea.
No
nor
one
is
is.
anybody. But if I'm already emotionally invested, that's why I'm crashing out.
Well, I hope you don't crash out completely. About the last video, I want to say this, right? You can be in a relationship or like dating somebody for like few months, and they're still trying to get to know you and shit. And then there's something might like, turn them off about you, and they bounce. Or maybe you keep trying to find love in the same type of department, same type of like dating pool that don't want to do nothing with love. They just want to have a good time. The honeymoon stage is over. On to the next one. That could be the case. Maybe you want to change who you dating. You know what I mean? The type of guys you go for. Maybe change up a little bit. You know, like test out some different cuisine. That's all I'm trying to say. You never know. You might like it. And this is also tells you, ladies and gentlemen who watches my video, check this out, man. You got somebody, you know, like I say, who was doing 80%, hold on to it, man, because the dating pool out here is shitty. All these people making these videos, you think they're doing that shit for fun? No. It's really like that out here, man. Yeah. Let's just say you guys go out on a date with a new guy. You don't know, he might be talking to 3, 4, 6, 7 women out here, you know what I mean? Behind your back, you don't even know. Maybe he's telling everything that you want to hear so he can get in your pants. And after he had enough of that, man disappear. So going back to, if the diamond or the rock is small on your on your ring that your man got you, appreciate it. Because at least this man is doing that. Some of these men out here, man, they won't even give you the title of girlfriend. You know, like, yeah, we're just dating and that's it, and that shit never leads to anything else. But yeah, man, that's my take on this video. If you ain't subscribed, man, subscribe already. Dropping this type of videos every single day. Show some love, hit the like, hit the subscribe. It ain't cost no money. Peace and love.